Alright, what is up guys? It's G10 coming at you with another edition of LSL Season 3 Guild Rush Highlights. This week it was the Meditate Castle defense, and boy was it a spicy one. So of course, once again we're going to have our top 5 highlights coming from the semifinals all the way to the grand finals and then the castle defense. So without further ado, let's get it started with our very first highlight happening in the first series, game number 2, where Ruwwev from the Chosen Ones used a triple scaly lunge comp to beat out his own teammate Bench, who had a triple bug signal Terror Chomp composition. And let's check out how he did it right here. Tested cute bunny bug signal composition. All 3 of these axes have one, but Ruwwev really starting off strong to perhaps making this a quick 2-0. See, he's gonna go for another scaly lunge chain, so that might just kill this Dusk, bring it to last stand, and that is exactly what's going to happen. It's going to get last stand. With 2 ticks, Ruwwev is not going to die. Even with the crit, Bench is still going to lose that axie.
If he hadn't put Cattail on the second move, I reckon he could have had that Dusk.
Yeah. Yes, honestly, that is oh god, that is unfortunate that Dust did get into last stand. But now Ruwwev, look at his energy, look at how much Bench has to chew through or has to deal with next turn. Whoopsie daisy, where are the cards happening? So bug signal not gonna be able to steal anything at all. Ruwwev played out all of his energy just to, you know, potentially get the kill onto this bug who had lots of shield, yes, but it's also going to bite the dust right now as Ruwwev finds all the damage in the world, even overkills, because that will bring the death to that bug. And Ruwwev is just sitting pretty. He is chilling right now. Bench, that Aqua is not looking all too well, considering that the scaly lunge is going to do so much damage. It looks like Ruwwev is going for a quick 2-0 here. Yeah, Bench is giving up all hope already. Ruwwev with that scaly lunge, and the bone sail will be Chosen Ones envoy to the grand finals instead of Bench. Our second highlight of the day is going to be coming from the second semi-final in the first game, actually, where BigGabbie from YGG snatched a victory from the jaws of defeat from his Reflectile, and that was a very well played Reflectile reflection, really. And honestly, it was a little bit of a misplay from his opponent going for the double melee nut, and that spelled his demise. So let's check out how BigGabbie was able to win that semi-final. A big turn for him, but not for now. Round 1, just a single cattail for Envy. BigGabbie, that cattail is going to be coming in big for...
Not even after another pull, he doesn't have the sandal going or the caterpillar. That is a unfortunate pull. And just when Cattail goes out, you know, just a little tickle to start things off. They're now at the exact same age.
Cattail is kind of weak to that mech. And if BigGabbie does not time the reflections correctly, it could spell disaster. But now Envy going to feel a little bit of hurt here. Good thing that he has Caterpillar, you know, to really kind of negate that a little bit. Oh, what a big crit! That actually negates everything that I was about to say, because I was about to say BigGabbie's going to get a lot of value, but now all of that value has just gone kaput. It is down the drain. Neither of them are going to have energy now coming into this, but this is really a good spot for Envy. Another crit for Envy.
That's so sad. They didn't get to do any of the energy steal that they were hoping for.
The 2v1, although usually versus Aquas. But now he's going to be against a mech and a plant potentially. Although Envy is not going to kill at the moment, BigGabbie still has more energy because of the fact that
Aqua, or if something BigGabbie does a pull ahead, only pulls out one of the scarabs.
Yeah, it does a little bit of damage there. It is around 5. That tiny down is going to proc, but it's not going to get the kill yet.
Oh, that was a gamble.
That definitely will, though. Oh, a crit to end it off. Enviable pork. Because he has to save a Kotor for the mech. He's actually going to skip that turn. Very interesting choice, but you know what? I almost agreed with it until this one. He really should have maybe played Tiny Swing right there. So now he's not gonna be able to play Kodoro next turn. I don't think even he might have actually, because now that the plant is gone, that would have been the perfect time to go for a little cheeky Kodoro bite. Yeah, double work. Unfortunate. That's can't really do anything now. The quad nut is available, but he's not gonna do it. He's gonna go for just that balloon. Oh! This is not going to kill, not by any stretch of the imagination, but now the quad nut is up, and that is going to be a double Volkwark. Will this be enough to save BigGabbie? I don't think so. Oh my god, he actually... Our third highlight comes from the grand final itself in game number 3, where BigGabbie manages to become the second YGG member to qualify into the LSL Season 3 playoffs with a fairly unique plant in the front, which impressed both myself and Jaeger. So let's see how he overcame Ruwwev in this highlight. This time Ruwwev, I really think that with this composition he should be, you know, trying and play with some energy tempo early on in the game. You should probably do it. And what Ruwwev's going to do now is going to steal some energy, and also get some poison to the target. So if he could play those cards, he's going to heal himself and potentially get the kill right here, because that plant is going to be very, very squishy. And that is going to be BigGabbie taking out the first plant already of Ruwwev with the minus attack card on his back, that Buzz. So in a 2 versus 3, so with the plant in the front being incredibly healthy, I think Ruwwev is going to have a little bit of trouble, even though he is applying poison now.
Plenty of poison ticking away, a bit of energy to be gained back, because that is what BigGabbie needs the most. If you want to get that big damage going continuously, you need to have the cards to do so and the energy to use them with. Of course, Ruwwev has no way of getting rid of the cards, but once the energy keeps coming in for BigGabbie, he keeps doing the big damage, but this poison is ticking further and further down.
Yeah, but will it 6 be enough though to keep Ruwwev in the running? Because still the damage is coming through, and that is a dead reptile. It's now a 1 versus 3. We have seen this, you know, happen, and actually we've seen these kinds of situations turn really well for the jumping poison usually. But oh god, another crit and another 2 in a row for BigGabbie, 130 HP, and that might spell disaster already, as BigGabbie goes for the fragile, he goes for the piranha, and that destroys the shield. 78 HP is not enough to stand up to that upstream swim. All right, moving on over to the castle defense. We're gonna be checking okay. All right, moving on over to the castle defense, we're going to be checking out BigGabbie once again versus Zero from Meditate. So they pulled out fairly similar compositions, and they were trading blows back and forth until both of their plants succumbed to the Blood Moon, and it was actually a draw, which was fairly hilarious. First turn, very aggressive from Zero, going for a double prickly trap right off the bat, doing 300 damage to the Dusk, but BigGabbie with a skip that the Dusk has a shield, perhaps.
Okay, well, here came the attack. You saw them, they're lined up there, and it will be an egg manipulate and energy destroyed as well. Both destroyed, only 1 remaining, and that is going to put the Dusk at a slight advantage. 50 HP, the advantage there, and egg manipulate was not necessary. Didn't need to save that Dusk in that situation, and could do so in this turn as well. And so there you are going to see it again. Egg manipulation, turn the attention away from that front line, take away the Dusk, and the double prickly onto the second row Aqua as well, down to 72 HP.
And Zero he didn't have enough energy to go for the backdoor. Then he will have it now. What's curious is that BigGabbie didn't go for the finisher on this Aqua. That's fine. He did anticipate the backdoor coming through, so he was able to get that skip in. Now Zero's going to have 3 energy, while BigGabbie will have 4. And BigGabbie potentially can save his Dusk here by shielding up. But no, that's not what he's going to do. He's going to use his plant instead. You gotta go for the double mosquito into Leaky Leak. That means that BigGabbie has an energy advantage. So maybe those 4-leaf clovers would give Zero some luck here. So the Gravelite coming through first, disabling the melee from BigGabbie, but then the ranged will be disabled for Zero this time, and BigGabbie is going to go for a prickly trap as well at the end to get some damage.
Looks like this took a lot of decision making.
Yep.
There you go. They are so limited in what they can do.
Yeah, they still go. They're still going for it. Zero, he went for double speed mosquito. He will be able to heal up. And this next
aggression stops the heals from coming in from BigGabbie in so many of these scenarios. And so if you can keep them going, oh wait, never mind. He's using his cactus. He's going for a big amount of damage.
Yeah.
They just keep exchanging the available energy that each of them has.
Yeah, pretty much. But now Zero's gonna have 4 energy. He's gonna go for approaching Blood Moon. And yet double mosquito for Zero. He's gonna heal himself back up, but not quite to full. And BigGabbie, he is still a little bit healthier than Zero, so they're gonna go for the big damage turn now. But BigGabbie still went for the Zero still went for the numbing Lucretian there, while BigGabbie goes for some very big juicy damage with his double prickly trap, leak, and mosquito.
It's looking a little dicey, and there it is. The double cleanse to keep the HP ahead, and that is gonna mean on this next turn, yum damage for BigGabbie.
Yeah, but yum damage for Zero as well. Will he be able to break through the defenses of BigGabbie here? Not quite yet, as BigGabbie's going to go for the huge shield instead of the double prickly trap, and he's gonna go for double leak, double mosquito, and oh lord, that is a lot of damage. And oh my, Zero wasn't able to use the numbing Lucretian, but now he's not going to be able to break through the shield either. And now let's see if BigGabbie with his double prickly trap, 152, 152.
Oh my goodness.
They both die. And finally, our last highlight comes from the last game of the day, where Ruwwev was able to mirror the performance of his fellow challenger, BigGabbie, and actually take down the Meditate Castle defender Hasheki 3-1, which means that the Meditate Castle was absolutely destroyed. Both of the defenders were put into the ground by the challengers, and let's see how Ruwwev was able to do it right here. Take it. Ruwwev with a little bit of overkill there, but be more than enough. But yeah, Sheki's gonna go for an attempt at the life of this Axie right here. He will succeed with this Caterpillar at bringing it into last stand, not outright killing it yet either. So now Ruwwev has a big chance here. He's gonna go for the Goda, Risky Beast, and Revenge Arrow, while the Bone Sail and Caterpillar and Cattail will take that one out. So now it's just a bug against 2 Axies that are both faster and stronger than it. That Cottontail removes that fear, and Hasheki is in a lot of trouble. It's a 1 versus 2 with the bug. That's not what you ever want to see ever, unless your bug is the immortal bug, but this one is not. It doesn't have heals, it has heal negation. So now Ruwwev gonna go for the big damage, the Risky Beast turn, as well as a Cottontail right there. Double, what's it called? Double Cattail into the Scaly Lunge will just kill Hasheki, put his bug into last stand, and that's going to be their surrender from Hasheki. Ruwwev will go 3-1, and that means that the Meditate Castle has been defeated.
Well, there you go. Well played by Ruwwev. A full-on take there, and again, it's that anime.
And that was it for our Week 7 highlights, guys. That was the second to the last week of Castle Defenses 4 LSL Season 3 Guild Rush. That's 7 out of the 8 slots of the playoffs filled by a bunch of players, BigGabbie being the latest. And honestly, it has been such a journey on LSL Season 3 Guild Rush. We have one more castle defense being Levox Esports, so I hope you guys are tuned into that. And this highlight video was brought to you by the NFT and metaverse fashion brand Elite Metasports.